I will never forget the words he gave me. We will do our best. He did not say, we will guarantee your security. He said, we will do our best.
اطلاع دادم که همونطور که تمام شواهد و قرائن حکایت میکنه شما با آتش بازی میکنید و این رو شما در جعبه پاندورا رو باز میکنید.
Iran's foreign minister was on his way to Algiers for Independence Day. So was Carter's top advisor, Dr. Brzezinski.
I urged Foreign Minister Yazdi to have a talk with Brzezinski. I knew what that might mean. It would elevate the dialogue up to a point where it mattered.
After the celebrations, they met in Brzezinski's suite.
I told him that, first of all, we had no designs to use the Shah against the new regime in Iran. As I remember, I pointed out to him that the Shah was an ill man.
خواستیم که شما اجازه بدید که پزشکان ما برن پرونده شاه رو ببینن، شاه رو عیادت بکنن، بتوانن به ما مستقل از شما گزارشی بدن.
I didn't see the need for any procedure of this sort, which would be, in a sense, negatively reflecting on the veracity of the U.S. government.
و هر قدم شما بگید که ما برای خاطر موازین بشر دوستانه این کاری کردیم، ملت ایران نمیپذیره. قابل هضم نیست براش. حتی اگر ما سعی بکنیم مردم نمیپذیرن.
A small group of students now took center stage. What they did next would poison relations between Iran and the West to this day.
فقط این حس رو داشتم که این حرکت توی این حرکت یه رمزی وجود داره، یه اتفاق دیگه داره میفته.
The student leader arranged to meet 4 colleagues at Tehran University.
فکر می‌کردم مثلا اگه بتونیم یه کاری بکنیم و امریکا رو به وادار کنیم که شاه رو اخراج کنه از امریکا، یه موفقیتی برای انقلاب هست. طرح در حقیقت اشغال سفارت امریکا به مدت 2 روز یا 3 روز حد اکثر و گروگان گرفتن امریکایی ها توی جلسه من مطرح کردم و 2 نفر از دوستان من مخالفت کردند.
One who opposed was Mahmoud Ahmadinejad, Iran's future president.
و آقای احمدی نژاد گفت که این کار باعث تقویت شوروی میشه و باعث قدرت گرفتن سفارت شوروی میشه و ما اساسا توی دانشگاه ها و توی جامعهمون مشکل اصلیمون گروه های چپ و مارکسیست هستن.
Clerics and communists had been allies of convenience in the revolution. Ahmadinejad feared the communists gaining ground. The 3 who wanted to seize the American embassy went ahead without him. They approached a cleric close to Khomeini.
آنها رو قانع کردم که این تصمیم رو به اجرا در بیاورند و بدون اینکه امام مطلع باشه.
گفت که چه ضرورتی داره؟ اصلا رهبر انقلاب اگه در جریان باشه شاید کار خوبی نباشه.
72 hours later, students gathered outside the embassy.
دانشجویان راهپیمایی می‌کردند. ما توی اون پوشش حرکت کردیم از 2 تا 4 راه قبل از سفارت امریکا. باید دستور عملیات رو من صادر می‌کردم به فرمانده عملیات.
At first this demonstration seemed to me to be an interruption, that it was going to really mess us up on getting our timetable down. You know, it's amazing how you don't worry about the right things at the wrong time. And then when it happened very quickly, these hordes started to scale the walls.
The acting ambassador was told just after leaving a meeting in the foreign ministry.
I had to turn around rather quickly and go back to the foreign ministry, find help from where it mattered, and that was the foreign minister himself.
من به آقای لینگن گفتم که خب من قبلا به شما در مذاکرات حضوری گفته بودم که اگر شما این کارو بکنید باید منتظر چه چیزی باشه.
I said, I know you warned me against this, but I need help.
Only Khomeini could sort this out, but he was in the holy city of Qom. and he was taking his daily nap.
بنابراین من سعی کردم که با هلیکوپتر که از دانشکده افسری از پلتفرم دانشکده افسری ما استفاده می‌کردیم می‌رفتیم.
By now, hundreds of students had entered the embassy compound. Vastly outnumbered, the US Marines held their fire.
They asked me, what should we do? And I said, given what you've told me, the degree of chaos surrounds you, the control that has now slipped away from your hands over there in the compound, you should surrender. And I gave that order.
Good evening. The American embassy in Tehran is in the hands of Muslim students tonight.
I have received assurances that they will be kept safe and well.
The administration's problem is no one knows whom to blame for the takeover of the embassy.
Foreign Minister Yazdi said the Iranian government would do its best to resolve the matter.
The foreign minister reached Qom and went straight to Khomeini.
من به آقای خمینی نگفتم کیا اونجا هستن، گفتم آقا رفتن این کارا رو کردن. آقای خمینی به من گفتن که هر کس هست برو بریزشون بیرون.
He set off back to Tehran to carry out Khomeini's instruction to end the siege. At the same time, the students in the embassy set out to get the Imam's blessing to continue it.
من زنگ زدم به آقای موسوی خوئینی ها و گفتم که ما توی سفارت هستیم، منتظرتون هستیم، خودتون رو سریع برسونید.
نقش واسطه خوبی رو من میتونستم بر عهده بگیرم، از جمله ارتباط بین دانشجویان و شخص حضرت امام.
The cleric called Khomeini's home and spoke to his friend, Khomeini's son, Ahmad.
احمد آقا پیام آقای موسوی خوئینی ها رو به امام رسوندن و گفتن این دانشجویانی که این کار رو کردن معتقد و مسلمون هستند، طرفدار انقلاب هستند.
Khomeini now used the students' takeover to advance his vision for Iran.
نظر امام این بود که از قول من به دانشجویان بگید که جای خوبی رو گرفتند، اصلا نگران نباشن، اونجا رو محکم بگیرن.
شما میبینید که الان مرکز فساد امریکا را جوانها رفتن گرفتن و امریکایی هم که در اونجا بوده گرفتن و اون لانه فساد را به دست آوردن و امریکا هم هیچ غلطی نمیتونه بکنه.
The students paraded their captives.
I was taken outside, and the hordes were already out there screaming death to the hostages. We were like animals in a zoo.
Khomeini had breached the basic rule that enables diplomats to work in a crisis. In doing so, he had reversed the decision he gave Foreign Minister Yazdi, who had been at his side since his exile in Iraq. The cabinet now met in emergency session.
ما مخالفتمون با گروگانگیری از موضع منافع ملیمون بود.
آقای دکتر یزدی خواست عنوان بکنه که به لحاظ خارجی و اینجوری شرایط اینجوری باید سعی کنیم که دیپلماسی خارجی اون رو چیکار بکنیم، که آقای بازرگان با تندی بهش گفت تو مگه تو چه کاری؟ تو فکر می‌کنی تو وزیر خارجه هستی؟ وزارت خارجه توسط دو اداره نمیشه که.
بسیار برافروخته بودن و تاکید کردن که استعفا میدم، کما اینکه ایشون در خود هیئت دولت مطرح کرد که استعفا خواهند داد و نه تنها ایشون، همه وزرا قبول کردن که دست جمعی استعفا بدن.
Khomeini's support of the students had enabled him to sweep the moderates out of government. A month later, he assumed the new post of Supreme Leader, giving him, in effect, total control. And the American diplomats remained in captivity.
We sent word to the Ayatollah that if he injured a hostage, that we would stop all commerce between Iran and the outside world by blockading their seaports and so forth. We didn't go into detail. And if he killed any hostages, that I would respond with military action.
Is Iran now, in effect, at war with the United States?
What do you mean by war? If you mean our army